Okay, we are good to go. That is actually good to know. Maximum hit chance is always 95%. All hit chance above 95% is converted to critical hit chance. Nice. Alright. Thank you. Sure, let's check this out first. Harvesting of bone charms. Yeah, it's not too bad. Did you hear the screams? Move! So, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Now I see you are in league with them. Is this an insertion? Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors! Insurrection, sorry. Oh, what are you doing? Get a hold of yourself, sir. I know. You are all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered. Hey, who are you? Slightly delayed reaction. But he did just fucking fold. That was kind of funny.
Know your duty.
No, not a crit. Research notes on Nevis Laboratorium Custodian Fatonia Auxilio Part 13. Okay, not reading all that right now. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. The conjugator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dry blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of their control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Alright, so working the damn thing. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The conjugated insides emit creaks and groans and illumines oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually machine spirit do grant you access to the conjugated systems. Cool Reichheimer Norris for help. The system cannot carry out your command despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the conjugated mechanism. Alright. Request data on the station's navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the vid screen. Belic Auxilio, location, main hall, status, alive. Theobald Auxilio, location, upper chambers, status, alive. Carlo Mira Auxilio, location, upper chambers, status, deceased. Alexius Auxilio, location, lower levels, status, deceased. Rasmus Estevan Auxilio, location, unknown, status, deceased. Okay, so it's no, it's dead, just doesn't know where. Alright. The child location, upper chains, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperatures, stress levels exceed the permissible limit. Status, unknown, error. Attention, Calming procedures advised. Attention, upper chambers inaccessible. Error, the control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact a station keeper or the Navy's laboratorium custodian. Examine the log. The archives data stored on the Conjugator's local data crew is partially corrupted, but you still manage to access the residual logs for examination. View Vox report 12AH890. The Vox recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back. The officer's speech interrupted by shouting and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the lower living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crew 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Escort for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply, and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. The following Vox recordings are too badly distorted to make out even a single word. Alright. Examine the recent entries of the incident log. Report X880. Originator classified. Date classified. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. Report X886. Originator classified. Date classified. Negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Report X891. Originator classified. Date classified. Data expunged. Okay. Examine the station's data log. Docking log. The log is almost completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the latest entry. Identity confirmed. Region Aronto Auxiliary. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. Well, that didn't tell me much. Examine the security and life support logs. Yellow lights above the control panel flicker to life, and a singular repeating message streams down the vid screen. Warning: damage in technical compartments A12, A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning: living quarters L10, L16, and L28 depressurized. Warning: unable to access the station's docking system. Warning: energy regulation systems unknown error. The station will transfer over the emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Warning: view the encrypted data. Something buzzes in the conjugate's metallic gut. Several red levers light up above the vid screen. Required access levels: security captain or above. Current access level: senior security officer. Try and break through. That's not a lot. Yes, success. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the mistaken machine. The conjugate's overload processor rears unhappily. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the Purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child, delete, pick, flow, disable, access code, annual station controls, delete, activate shuttle, self-destruct, purge, command log. Okay. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system has recently been reconfigured. Without his knowledge, his comment reads, "On the keepers of the station have access to life support systems. But Keeper Theobald has not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that..." Return to the list of the available commands. The vid screen blinks and mechanisms in the machine's core emit a quiet hum. Switch to the main chamber controls. The cogs within the sacred mechanism slowly start turning with heavy grinding and clanking. The entire machine spirits grants you access station's control, or at least its parts that still obey the conjugator. Open all doors. The conjugator's vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirit has fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect, as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupted, processing, error. Something is required. To gather data from the station active system school. Going to report this door has already been opened. It is a good game. I'm not even going to read all this shit. Fantastic. Oh, no. All doors. Your screen lights up with a smuttering of unclear green symbols, and you hear a peculiar click from someone behind you. It appears to one of the doors in the chamber has opened. That is what I wanted. A few manipulations with the switches makes you realize the elevator to the upper chamber is blocked. Activate. Brush and agree. Confirm. Nice. Alright.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Alright, not to use a multi-key. Ooh. Long last. Nice. For some reason, the arch enemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. We are done for. They kill us all. I can't take this anymore. The fact that the person is still alive is evidence only by barely audible groans. It hurts so much the pain is in my chest. Damn. Well, they must die. They're corrupted. Fine.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Heritage found its way into the halls of the steam house. It is a black day for the Nevis noble light. That it is. Alright. What I can do. Yes, I think I will switch out for the long last. That's actually not that great. But it doesn't reduce my armor, which is good. His persuasion isn't high, so no need for that. He can take a frag grenade, and I will take these two incendiary grenades. Nope. I'm gonna try and remember how you do this. The cost extension region styles your nostrils and broken glass. Crunches underfoot. Somebody want to destroy the laboratory or find something. Examine medicine. Okay. Someone disrupted the experiment in the most brutal fashion. It's impossible to determine what was inside. I'm assuming that was a fail. Cool. Right. What does this insane man have? They all just lost their minds. Please don't kill me. Sure. Took 10 minutes to do that, my god. Now, I have actually worked this out before, but it's been so long that... yeah, I was just gonna do it. We need a side crystal.
I need to look closer.
Oop. With tissue, mutated flesh, data connector, H41 is okay. H41 okay. Biogen. Yep, black water and unidentified acid. And the region flask is a cypress crystal dust. Cool. Activate. That's now mine. Transducer adamantine. Dude, why did you put that in? Flesh temple. Now get flesh. Yep. Connector. We need. Yep. Crystal is the what is it? Unidentified acid. And the region flask is the adamantine. And just because why not, let's just do the last lot. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what would happen. Alright, so where that, it's like a lot of raiding. Right, let's go level up. Press any, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. There we are. Alright, let's finish this level up. Whenever I use it for act, no, I rely on that too often. We also use the ability on ally. That ally gains bonus perception. We did 4. Stack. Okay, it's not too bad. I would ability the first time around. It's only 4 temporary wounds. That's not much. We also targets an ally with an action, an ability or an attack that as result is increased by 1. Results influence how effective or how long characters can fight in battle. It determines the amount of momentum gained at the beginning of each turn or after killing an enemy. That's pretty good actually. It also results increased by 3. Then it also uses voice or command or bring it down for the first time. Ooh, costs 1 AP less. That's good. No, I'm not going to do that. If you grant an extra turn in 1 round, it also gains the standard witness effect. This does not. The next officer I shot ability that does not grant an extra turn will also affect the officer. Ooh, that could be useful, but I don't actually have any of those abilities. You're back in the front removes 1 fresh injury. Now, see that's handy. With a one-handed shot baton or one-handed power mult equipped, the arbiter gains +10 to parry and reduces the weapon skill to enemies hit with the weapon 10. In combat, this does not stat. This weapon also deals 25% more critical damage. Ooh, nice. No. Movements? No, that's not great. When an ally is hit by an awesome ability or talent that grants temporary wounds, I must increase by 10. No, we're going to still resolve. We'll do fellowship. What is next? Attacks. Gains 10% armor penetration. Oh, that could be useful. Wait, did I get something like that? I don't know. That's slightly annoying. Taunting Scream, yes. And I think we'll get athleticism. No, try and focus on her psychic stuff. Oh, even level 9, okay. The psychic is not in alliance. Oh, sorry, or the psychic is in cover. Sure, we'll try that. And increase her willpower. Now Argenta. Increase her ballistics. Yes. Control shot. The soldier gives a sign that they are about to fight the soldier, and the allies will automatically dodge. Ooh, that is quite handy. The soldier immediately dashes in the select direction, spending all the movement points. Does not provoke attack opportunity. That's also to dash through allied enemies, but not through obstacles. All the AP and MP engage 30% bonus to cover efficiency. You see, dash is quite useful. I do quite like dash.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Helps to actually, you know, do that. Most of the unfortunate souls took their own life by slicing their guts wide open. Gross.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
We'll save. Bellic Osio looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided. His wounds are tightly bandaged, and there is some healthy color under the scales of his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Indira suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder. Then she starts mumbling. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy they fold at the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Who is who? Who do you see behind the mask? My whispers are killing nasty. They will not speak, the naughty little things. They say that tearing off the mask is your concern. What paths? I cannot say. One is paid with blind faith, the other with hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Thank you. Everything's clear. Indira nods tightly and glances at Philip out of the corner of her eye. The station has enough problems without your sorcery, you psycho. Philip waves Indira off and looks at you exemplary. No, normally I just sort of fight him here. Just hand over the key. Philip exhales loudly and smiles. Thank you, Roger. I don't even know what to say. Status and honor prevented me from admitting it before now, but you have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually lead the station together with the mistress, which is why I am about to ask one last favor of you. The lowest insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator's power. That absence makes me a living target, but this weapon is useless against you, as is the bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with the relic of the house, a sacred amulet against all evil. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You two will be safe next to this charm. Alright, if you turn out to be a lousy navigator after all this effort, I will personally feed you to the Void Kraken, just so we are clear. Felix smiles softly and appears relaxed and calm. If anything goes as planned, you will not have to worry about such things. You are going to need this charm. Felix hands you a precious stone without a setting. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch no matter how long you hold it in your hand, and may the Emperor's light be with you. We are gonna wait here as starting soon. could give it to. Hold on. Should I give him the auto pistol? I think I'll give him an auto pistol actually. Wee. Ah, it's just the same thing. Okay, it's not that helpful. All right, cool. Let's go. We'll proper save this time. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously as you approach. Only now do you notice the third eye of the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warped nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You grasp for air in terror, drowning out a crushing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears burn on your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? You emit something between a moan and a drawn-out whisper. As if my own little powers weren't bad enough. Now I've got this one's budging into my head. Somebody stop her. How to see? Argenta looks at her tool figure with strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head, and her white hair veils her face. Yeah, fucking by the Emperor, if you don't stop this sorcery, I will shoot you in the head. She rarely shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound, similar to both a sob and a howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? All of the betrayers dead already? Are you? Who are you? My presence here was requested by your faithful servant, Felic Orsilio. Felic, did he? Cassie's crimson eyes widen, but you cannot say whether out of fear or surprise. What is this? I feel faint. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes swallow for crying dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child! Throne preserved. Despite his vulnerable age, Navigator leaps out and rushes to the young woman's side. You, the old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is running inside from his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are out to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of the House Orsilio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged, it's making the whisper shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed, whoever you are. Avalon placed their hand on his weapon. At present, I am trying to determine what is happening in Eurac V. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates. We have come converting the wretches of our wreck station. All like scoundrels in FedEx service. So who are you? Our blood introduce us. His Lordship, Rogue Trader Warhammer von Valencius, heir to the greatest potential in the cosmic expanse, and with the sacred warrant of trade, extends his greetings. Another Rogue Trader in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orsilio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer, think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today, you decide. I want to know what happened between you and Philip. Philip is my wayward student. He came to Eurac V as a colored youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of House Orsilio, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. Wow, you got it so much. My God. He decided he was not bound for the duties of the legacy of the greatest of our novitors, Trisphone Orsilio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the novitor's throne. So choose whose side you are on, a murderous traitor or a lawful scorn of a noble house. Theobald speaks words softly, looking at the unconscious young woman with reverence. Philip accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words? Defending myself before strangers. I never thought I would fall so low. The old man looks at the unmoving Cassie and shakes his head in resignation. If the child's life were not at stake, very well, I have no choice. Or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Naval Nobilite, and the honest word of the honorable man counts for anything with you. I guarded this station against calamity and incursions from without to the best of my ability. I forced the waters to strictly observe security protocols. I personally selected every turn, and I faithfully protect the child during the coup. What certainty asked me? He hope glimmers in Navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivet trickles down the old man's shin, and he wipes the mutated blood previously away from his sleeve. You glimpse strange bones covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aronto, acting head of House Orsilio in the cosmic expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for the navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Argento looks at Cassia, and a painful frown appears on her brow. Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders. I believe I've made my decision. I shall bring Cassia to Felix as promised. Rash words that will cost your life. The old navigator balls his fist, the veins of his arms bulge black, and his third eye opens. To me, defenders of the child, duty calls for us now. think this should be interesting. Because I've actually, yeah, I've literally never done this before.
My faith strengthens me. Pain and hardship, we prove our devotion.
That's not good at it. Alright, cool.
Follow my lead.
Nice. Miss shit. Alright, can you heal Dira? Thank you. As much as you don't like her. Oh my god, I jumped. That was terrible.
And so it shall be done.
Alright, and nice. One dead. Hey, nope.
She did always want to be a mother.
Yeah. Alright. Why is it so far down? Do we go there? We'll
Victory is
strike him. And then we'll charge
I will do my
him.
duty. Indeed.
And yeah, actually good.
Stay vigilant.
I must be closer.
Yeah, no. Dira. Yeah, if only they were closer. It's that one that hasn't been hit. Alright. Just with it, then down a bit. Yeah, we are not doing that.
Anything else?
Take him out again. Oh, he dodged. Okay, fuck you.
It will be done.
Follow my
Shit. Sign hurt. Yep.
Blasphemous powers!
That sucks. Yeah, there goes the zero.
At your beck and call.
Onward!
And boom. Fantastic. And fire you. That's fine.
No matter
Do
the
that.
cost.
But now I can just go, no, hit, thank you, another time, once more, I mean, dude, you're just gonna stand there fucking... What have you done? Don't touch me. I will manage on my own. Now that was a first. That was actually pretty fun. While no one appears to be leaving the cage, somebody still filled the trough with dry fruit and fresh water. It is as if the painting was rendered by several different hands. The timid, uncertain lines are interlaced with rough and furious strokes, coming together in arcane shapes. The usher's feast was left untouched. Pretty good. But yeah, man, that fucking hurts. Living in his private library is spreading with essays, novels, and personal accounts from the trailblazers and explorers of the Imperium. Nice. Oop. Let's have a look at the loot we've got. Nothing really there. Damn, it's actually not that much here. It's kind of sucky. That is just horrible. Every time the wearer deals damage, the target weapon skill is reduced by... to real stacks up to... Huh? Oh, okay. The other one has to do burst attacks, so that'll be good. Yep. And yeah, I think we'll keep the rest as they are. Almighty Emperor be praised. My benevolent mistress is safe. Wonderful, this is wonderful. The weight of the world has been lifted from my shoulders. Philip grins mockingly before turning grim. You monster. Cassie looks at Navigator's words and clenches her fist. Her sharp nails dig deep into her soft skin, drawing blood. Cassie's face, however, remains dispassionate. Traitor. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. The inflicting monster scorpion and the gaze behind it is aimed dead at you. Look at them. What's wrong, Lady Cassia? Did I not bring you to your champion? My champion? Cassia laughed briefly. Felix Auxiliary is a renegade, a traitor to our house who butchered my people. You brought me to my execution without even realizing it. How sad. Oh yes, about that. Felix Auxiliary shrugged awkwardly. Forgive me, this little lie, Rogue Trader. You serve the noble cause of liberating House like no other, for which I will forever be grateful. We could have become close friends in another life. Liars like you, sir, do not deserve to call yourself friends of the dynasty. Our wishes for its women. Know that anyone has extended such an honor to you. However, the house's reputation must not be jeopardized by your testimony. The girl is a curse on all of Orsilio. She is the legacy of Trisphone, a beast who kept the entire house chained with fear, killing indiscriminately for any trace of distant descent. I had to break the shackles of her tyranny. It is nothing personal, I am sure you understand. The eye of the Navigator's forehead opens wide. Coincidence. I was not going to let you go either. The words get stuck in your throat and your hands refuse to obey. The hatred of Felix overwhelms your entire being. How could he? How dare he betray you? His mentor, his house. You hear a woman screaming as if from afar, and the veil of others' conjuring emotions fades. You think I'm a monster, Felix? Fine, have it your way.
My lead.
Oh, fuck.
I'm a soldier. Whether the my lead.
Nice.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Cool. And we'll just do this here.
Of the Emperor will be undone.
That was terrible, Magenta. Fine, aim for him. Beautiful.
Onward.
Ah, did you have to knock him prone? God damn it. Alright, Cassia, do something.
As duty demands.
That's what I like to see. Now we are going to grenade these guys.
Be deterred.
And bomb this, shoot this fucker. You miss. There goes her turn. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Emperor, give me strength.
Sure, let's try that. That was actually pretty good, Genta. Well done.
Weather the storm!
He stands. Hooray. Charge. What are you saluting for, mate? You're fucking dead.
And so shall
Yeah, we've still got one alive here. I can't reach him. Oh well. Hey dear, you can finally do something.
Follow my lead! Run!
Really? Yes, he makes it.
How low can a man sink in the pursuit of power? Is your hatred of me really so strong, Felix?
Oh, pardon me. Cassia's ruby eyes fill with bloody tears as she looks the traitor in the face, and your heart is wrecked by unbearable grief. Forgive the urge, but we should leave the station immediately. The systems are on sale and may fail at any moment.
But this is my home.
Cassie hesitates, searching for the right word.
What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassie, I, Kelvin, deal linear von Valencius, rogue trader of the Bureau of Men, offer you my protection and grant you shelter upon my vessel. Aboard my vessel.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Eurac V is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
All he may say will be giving succor on board my ship vessel.
As a lady navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
At your service.
That could have gone a lot better. Now, been outside soon, so I'll just fast forward it quickly before I go anywhere. Alright, and while that's in progress, let's move her closer and let's level her up. Fellowship, yes. Oh, I need to try and figure all this shit out again. Every time navigator suffers 10% additional damage from any source of warp damage. The bonus damage stacks for every hit afflicted, but that's not bad. Every turn, second, fourth, navigate against an additional action point. Every odd turn. That's not bad actually. Every enemy navigator has in their line of sight, as its dodge and hit chance reduced by 5. Good. Navigator starts all turns, including extra turns with 3 additional movement points. First ally targeted by the Navigator with a single target ability each turn gains the same amount of additional movement points at the start of their turn. Whenever an ally in combat gains an extra turn, the Navigator gains a stacking +5 bonus to willpower until you end the combat. That stacks up to 5 times. Nice. Navigator makes all resistance tests with the willpower if it's higher than the base character. You know, we'll do that one. All this sort of stuff, not concerned about. She is, as we are going to focus on this sort of stuff. Whenever an ally in combat gains an extra turn, every people navigate suffer 3+3 damage. Yes, she's going to heal wounds. Fantastic. Let's go. Dinner? Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual. But if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first, your heart starts beating furiously, your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigus is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the Rogue Trader. Leave us. Of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigus, then lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. What do you wish to talk about? After a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobal's heart stopped. But you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position. And for that I am immeasurably grateful. To be fair, I can't cause that. I am also deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet. You've served me on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Immaterium, and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber. But now, Cassia throws back her shoulders, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board. Oh, exactly. You gotta say the butler. How else would someone of nobility get anything done? I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Alright, why are you asking these items? Now, it's not the time to indulge in painting. You're asking questions, the answers to which you cannot comprehend. Perhaps I may explain it to you all at a later time, but now our time is too precious to waste. As the navigator of House Cecilia, I give you my word that without a canvas and paint, we have little hope of a smooth journey through the warp. I have no reason to lie. Why do you refuse red paint? Cassia gestures towards the servant, standing beside her. You will give of his blood before the ritual, as always. I mean, that's one way to get it. I shall ensure that all the necessary supplies are delivered to your Sanctum Navis. Cassia nods in thanks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. You can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is open. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. So now I have one of the most powerful characters in this game. Oh no, Cassia is always just a fucking powerhouse for me. The Vox caster in the Sanctum Navis picks up the serration of clothes, pious chanting, and the metallic clanting of implants. Then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating communion ritual. Come here, youth. The exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, the low soul of the servant, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, the faint whisper of the brush. Go. Footsteps hurrying away. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance. A storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit. Of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring in here. The light is dead end. The great ruler is gone. The Vox master recalls that Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the conjugate levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks and the Vox caster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored. Now it will not happen again. Well, Master, see to it you receive 5 lashes for the show of clumsiness. What is happening to Cassia? Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmissions. The servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. Their throats roar from the strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaim their fate. How they all just fucking die? Yeah. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's right, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor's as clearly as before. I cannot turn around my brush, only draw on me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, a rustling fabric, and a metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on Quiet and Navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station, Eurac V. Had you opted to begin your visit on the Rykard system with a different destination, the station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navis Novae brought us precious time. We can either focus our efforts on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. Fucking loot everything. As you come on, Lord Captain. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an engineer prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are missing some crew. And much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrich von Calix, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain that he is not on Eurac V, so we should keep this in mind when making any future plans. Thank you, Vigis. This will be all for now. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. Cool. Let's go to, well, Rykardi, Ophelia. Lord Captain, there are some commotion on the officer's deck. Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the room, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
The Lady Navigator is engrossed in pursuing the dusty tomes, which appear to have been neglected by the other officers, be it because of sloth or dullness of mind. When you walk closer, Cassia looks up at you, starts, and hides a weathered book behind her back. It pleases me to see you adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Compared to Eurac V, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
Your only attendant is your valet from Eurac V. Do my servants not measure up to your standards?
No. It is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
She nods generally to her servant. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusting adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes a topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising then that Cassia prefers the company of one who is used to how she looks. The events that took place in Eurac V must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Cassia's response was reserved and pointedly discourse, clearly intended to create a distance between you. I hope that you have ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting.
Well, excuse me for trying to do a very dangerous person. You control everyone's emotions. Point at the book in Cassia's hands. I see you are fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
Cassia carefully shows you the book, which turns out to be a collection of work by the Cadian naval commander and poet Elias Quent.
Eurac V had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Cassia gently brushes the dust off the cover with her thin, clawed hand. Her eyes filled with longing after reminiscing about her lost home.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
After an awkward silence, Cassia frowns and purses her lips.
I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Frightened by her own words, Cassia covers her mouth, pales, blushes, then pales again, and hides her face behind the cascade of her snow-white hair. You have nothing to watch. Human emotions are natural, but they are good or bad. Be it good or bad, and it's just as natural to share them with others. Quite right, so I would like you keep in mind what you say from now on. Nah, number two is fine.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Eurac V. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
The brimness of her expression cracks, revealing a great weariness beneath. She places her hand on her breastplate.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
Well, if I charge you maladdress me as if I were your friend and your mistaken belief that anyone here would be interested in you. No. I have no interest in romance here, so I'm definitely going to pick these two. I'm pretty sure this one cuts you off anyway. Number 5 thing. Understand what you were going through. My own life was turned upside down not too long ago.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
Is it so bad that we are enjoying each other's company, or would you prefer to proceed straight? No. I do not tolerate idlers on my ship, and my officers know it. No, try and keep it happy. Perhaps my people did not wish to disturb you.
Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
With an expression of courteous aloofness on her face, Cassie offers you a court nod. Yep. I just remember, I want to get some early game loot. Worship Shrine. Yes, bring everyone. Actually, I do pretty much need everyone. Like a full party. Glory to the great Rogue Trader. Of course. Confessor Adalbert. Aldebert? No, a plant rosary cheeked old man is lighting candles, taking his time with each glints of fire dance on his heavy golden aquila, and in his sky blue eyes as he addresses you, smiling. The Emperor protects your lordship. Are you here to pray or have mundane matters brought to you to me? There is an incredibly profound quality to his voice, and he speaks with mesmerizing timbre. I don't think I actually need to talk to him. The power mule rests inside the glass. The inscription on the regular reads, I am Wrath. Oh, Jesus Christ. I am Wrath, I am the cleansing. Whoever wields me walks in the footsteps of your Furia. The Red Rex Requilia, the potentially installed blade of Zadidus, the Earnest, a missionary who decimated the abominable Xenos and fell in a deathly battle against the unrighteous. The machine, the shrine, a confessional admits a low harm. It proceeds, whatever. I need to press a button for that as well. A collection of antique weapons, though they are no longer fit for battle. Their sight continues to inspire the righteous souls to new feats of glory. Ancient looking chainsaw without a fuel engine rests on the weapon rack. The shape of its teeth makes you think. You think of the Ulman Universalis, a banner from Angelic Crusade era. The skeleton inside the skull is holding a cylindrical object gleaming with gold. In protect your lordship, how may I be of service? What is this relic next to you? The initiate looks over at the sarcophagus. The skeleton within is clutching an orb made of many tightly fitted hoops covered in glyphs. A mysterious object, but undeniably a holy one. It was donated by a group of pilgrims who studied the legacy of the great missionary Nadine something. They believed there was something inside that only someone truly righteous was meant to have. One of the pilgrims was so desperate to witness the moment of the orb's opening that they bequeathed their body to use it. Their body to us. A riddle? Cassie eyes light up with curiosity. It would be most interesting to learn what is stored inside. Look at them. We should try opening the orb. Sure. The initiate opens the lock and hands you the orb. Someone has already moved the hoops around, trying to arrange letters into meaningful sentences. It will only take a few more rotations for the orb to split cleanly into 4 parts, each with its own question. The answer should presumably be formed using adjoining hoops. Form the question in the orb's first quarter. My light reaches everywhere. The greedy will see me in gold. The scholars in humanity's cradle, but only the righteous will see me within their souls. And we are just going to look this up. I had done this so many times, but I can never actually remember. Okay. For better or worse, something clicks inside the orb. Alright. Well, the second quarter. I am within every human, and my loss is feared, for without me comes the end. But give me to the Emperor, and you will be eternal. Oh, blood. Yes, split it too many times in the name of the faith for you not to realize that. Fresh offering. Did I get anything like that? I did not. Okay. Another soft click comes from inside the orb. Yep. Third quarter. I am poison. I am perdition. I am disgrace. Burn me down, eradicate me, or perish rejected by the Emperor. Weakness. Your sharp mind quickly scores the recess of your memory for any fragments of the sermons. You recall that she mostly denounced the weakness of those who have faith in the Emperor, but incapable of translating the faith into deeds. She must have despised the shortcoming of the soul more than any other. Your ethnic intelligence is known beyond the bounds of your home system. Okay. We click the hoop sets in place. And last one. In your body, mind, and soul, you must possess me. I am no mere absence of stains. I bring you closer to him. If I recall the passion of life of Nadine something correctly, this part speaks about purity. The saints saw it as quietness of all other virtues. Okay. Missionary oath. Fantastic. The orb comes alive. It hoops shifts around with alarming speed, coming together and folding into each other until the orb opens completely, laying its treasure bare. The initiate stares at the relic in your hands, stunned. How strange and exciting it is to behold the holy object that has lain hidden from the eye for so many years. Truly, it is a great day upon which the Rogue Trader himself has revealed the legacy of our great missionaries to us all. Okay. Where that quite only had to do, well, actually answer one, and the rest of the time I was actually just giving the answer.
No suffering will make me forget his sacred words. Burn the heretic. Kill the mutant. Purge the unclean.
Say no more.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming
that's
nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
That's last. I think it's the J next.
Yes.
Should actually pay a little bit more. It is not. Oh, that put me an eye. Oh, okay. So it's F-U-R-I-A. Okay, F-U-R-I-A. Yep.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Nope. Aquila Anya, a fragment of the Cathedral of Eternal Redemption, brought from the Shrine World of Solace 4, now lost. No, actually it's 6. I forget how my Roman numerals work. You recite a prayer, the only one you remember best. Cool. So what did I actually get? Once Pokemon, the wearer does not use any ability during their turn, they can end their turn to immediately grant all adjacent allies an extra. Fuck, I ain't gonna be using that. Boom. Unquenched fury. Not too bad, actually. Bridge, I think. Yeah. Well, given the time, I think I might have to leave it there. If I started earlier, I probably would be alright, but oh well. If you're starting the stream. So, thank you for joining. Have a lovely night. Bye bye.